Hugo go button.
Hey guys, it's Victor from Poetry in Motion Pictures coming back at y'all with another Riri. Now today, I'll be starting the MCU with Captain America, the First Avenger. Now, for the cast, to be honest, when they announced Chris Evans, I was like, the Human Torch? Really? He's a bit cocky and arrogant, but Chris Evans embodied Captain America, Steve Rogers, to the point where, like, I know John Krasinski was a runner-up, but I don't know if he could have brought that same sort of earnestness that Chris Evans gave Captain America. I mean, granted, you never know, because even with Chris Evans, I was a little skeptical, and he's fantastic. And of course, he has a fantastic supporting cast, starting off with his arch nemesis, Red Skull, portrayed by Hugo Weaving. Kind of makes me sad knowing that Hugo Weaving won't return because of all the prosthetics and stuff like that. Because his performance was so good. Like he's not a complex villain like Killmonger or Thanos, but it's just his gravitas, his whole, like, everything he says has this sort of double-edged, like, sort of meaning to it. Of course, you've got his fantastic supporting cast, Hayley Atwell, another super understated character throughout the MCU. She's one of those characters in the MCU that you want more of. You really do. At least I do. You do. You know you do. If you haven't seen Agent Carter, get on it. It is such a good show. So good. Hayley Atwell is phenomenal, and obviously you can understand why Cap would want to come back for her. So, of course, you've also got Sebastian Stan as Bucky Barnes. He was also fantastic. I loved the chemistry that they had immediately off the bat, like a big brother, little brother type of thing, which is actually kind of hilarious because it sort of flips in the sequels whenever, you know, I'll get to those eventually. But he was phenomenal, and he was such a great pick because he obviously has a consistent and fantastically, constantly evolving presence in the MCU, and I just can't wait to see what else they do with him. And of course, you've got some other supporting cast that didn't go beyond this film, which of course you've got Stanley Tucci's Dr. Erskine. Like, if it wasn't for his character, we wouldn't have the Captain America we have today. Not only just because of his serum, but just discovering Steve in that moment in general, seeing in him what we would all eventually come to see and love about him as well. And then you've got Tommy Lee Jones as, I can't remember his character's name. I think he's like a boot camp kind of, oh no. Actually, I think he might be a general. I'll put words here to explain what his character is. But he was a fantastic character, never overshadowed anybody, and anytime he was on screen, even though he didn't have a lot of screen time, you always wanted more from him, and he was always fantastic and hilarious. I love Tommy Lee Jones. He's great. The only thing I would say is that when it comes to the supporting cast, I really wish we had gotten some more time with the Howling Commandos, which is that group of friends that Steve eventually makes, which is, in my opinion, one of the weakest parts of the film. If they had just extended those montages just a few like minutes each or so, like, I know that's asking a lot, but we could have had a more established connection with those characters, so that way, you know, when Steve is thinking back to everyone he's lost and stuff, we wouldn't only think about Peggy Carter and Bucky Barnes. So all in all, I thought this was fantastic. I am already having a great time going back and revisiting the MCU, and I'm just on the first movie. So my final rating, I would probably give it an 8.4. The Marvel movies are very complex, in my opinion, when it comes to what exactly makes them good and to what degree. But anyways, if you guys did like and enjoy this, go ahead and check out our TikTok and our YouTube, Poetry in Motion Pictures. And we'll see you on the next one.